Hi folks, happy Friday. A lot has happened in Colorado this week, and while the headlines range from workforce numbers to school safety to criminal justice, they all seem to point to a deeper issue: how policy decisions are affecting real people on the ground, often in ways that state leaders don't like to highlight. Here is your Mountain Minute for January 16th. Let's jump in. We'll start with Colorado's workforce, where new data is raising uncomfortable questions for the governor's narrative. A Rocky Mountain Voice commentary shows that while Governor Jared Polis has touted population growth, Colorado's civilian labor force actually declined by more than 21,000 people in 2025. The data shows unemployment dropped not because people found jobs here, but because many left the workforce or moved out of state. During that same period, Colorado added more than 6,400 new state government employees, a contrast critics say highlights a growing imbalance between private sector growth and government expansion. That expansion is showing up quickly at the Capitol as well. In the first days of the legislative session, Colorado Democrats introduced their first 20 bills, many aimed at increasing state oversight. Proposals include expanded land use authority, new labor protections, and consumer regulations. Supporters argue the bills address housing and affordability, while critics warn they centralize more power at the state level and reduce local control. Public safety concerns are also front and center after Colorado Homeland Security confirmed it is investigating AI-generated hoax threats sent to at least 11 school districts across the state. Officials say the threats were delivered by phone and email to districts including Douglas County, Littleton, Frisco, Alamosa, and Buena Vista. And while the threats were determined to be false, schools still faced lockdowns, evacuations, and major disruptions. In Denver, police have arrested a 37-year-old Aurora man in connection with the massive 5-alarm fire at a construction site earlier this month, the largest fire in the city in decades. Investigators say surveillance footage shows the suspect entering and leaving the site shortly before it ignited. He now faces arson charges as the investigation continues. Another criminal justice case is sparking outrage among families. In Jefferson County, charges against a 71-year-old man accused of sexually assaulting a child were dismissed after he found permanently incompetent to stand trial under Colorado law. Despite multiple evaluations and years of pending charges, the judge ruled the defendant could not be restored to competency. Parents say the outcome exposes serious flaws in the system and leaves victims without justice. Nationally, the U.S. Supreme Court handed down a significant election-related ruling, affirming that candidates have the right to challenge election rules governing how votes are counted. In a 7-2 decision, the court said candidates have a direct interest in election integrity, regardless of whether the rules help or hurt their campaigns. The ruling is expected to shape future legal challenges to election procedures nationwide. That's all for this week, folks. We hope you have a wonderful weekend. Don't forget to check out these stories and more at RockyMountainVoice.com. Follow us on social media and subscribe to our newsletter. That's where you can always stay up to date, whether it be the podcast, social media, the newsletter. I'd say the newsletter is the most robust place, so make sure you subscribe to that. Stay sharp, stay bold, and stay in the fight. We'll see you next week.